This is a walkthrough of problem 3 on exam 2 of module 2 from the book Problem Solving Guide for Mechanics and Thermodynamics. Problem 3, a golf ball is hit from an elevated tee at some initial velocity. The tee is a vertical distance of 30 meters above the green. The ball lands a horizontal distance of 120 yards from the tee. If the time of the flight of the ball is 6 seconds, calculate A, the initial speed of the ball in miles per hour to 2 significant digits, the angle above the horizontal at which the ball was launched to 2 significant digits, and part C, plot the vertical acceleration of the golf ball over the entire 6-second flight. Let's start with the diagram. There's the elevated tee, 30 yards above the green. The ball lands 120 yards horizontally from where it was hit. Now we have to think. What can we get? In the horizontal direction, the distance is 120 yards and the time taken is 6 seconds. If it travels 120 yards in 6 seconds at constant speed, the initial speed must be 20 yards per second. And that's the average, that's the horizontal speed over the entire flight. 20 yards every second horizontally. Now let's do the vertical direction. We can use this equation, but there's going to be units problems because if we use 10 meters per second squared for the acceleration, then we have meters and the wide distances in yards. So we got to do something. Let's calculate the acceleration due to gravity in units of yards per second each second. It's going to be a little bit less than 10 because a yard is a little bit less than a meter. So there's G. Oh, let's use 9.8. We might as well, if we're going to get it in yards per second. There's 0.9144 yards in a meter. So we calculate the acceleration due to gravity, 8.97 yards per square second. Yards per second every second. Now we can use this equation. And we can calculate the initial speed in the y direction. 21.9 yards per second. So now with the horizontal and vertical components of the initial velocity, we can get the speed. We just use the Pythagorean theorem, and we get about 30 yards per second, 29.7 yards per second. Oh, the question says miles per hour. Got to convert. 3,600 seconds in an hour. 1 mile is 1,760 yards. That's 61 miles per hour to 2 significant digits. Now we're ready for part B. What's the angle above the horizontal? Well, we have the initial speeds in the direction. So tangent, opposite over adjacent, 21.9 divided by 20, a little bit bigger than 1. The angle is going to be a little bit bigger than 45 degrees. It's 48 degrees. Part C asks for a plot of the vertical acceleration of the ball over the entire flight. This is the easiest problem on the whole test. It's always minus 10. There it is. A plot of minus 10 for 6 seconds. That's problem 3.